Hey everybody, good morning. It is early morning. It's not even 6 o'clock yet here, but this is kind of my routine. Is every morning early I come outside and I just do a quick check of the garden. So just look and stick my finger in the dirt, make sure it feels wet enough, because I'm at the point now where the plants are pretty much established, so I don't need to water every day. I'm trying to learn that overwatering is as bad as underwatering. I think I overwatered my potatoes. They're looking kind of sad, but I'm going to show you that. So anyway, I've made it down to the garden, so here we are. This is actually, for me, is now the wait. Everything's in, it's planted, and now I just have to keep it alive until it does something. So here's my hot peppers. You can see they're getting pretty big. It looks like these ones here got some probably slug damage to them. It's the ones kind of closest to the edge, the slugs have found them. Those ones along the trellis there, those are my acorn squash. They're getting pretty big. This is my first year growing. I don't know if I need to tie them to the trellis or if they're gonna vine. I should probably look that up. I can look that up, or I can just wait and find out. Yeah. These are the tomatoes, the random ones that got planted here. And the cucumber plants that I got, there's a little flower on them, a couple little flowers. Let's see, is this flower male or female? That is I believe it's nope, it's a male. So the flowers, I'm going to show you on the squash, but all my cucumbers are here. Growing up. Okay, there's my blueberry plants, little blueberries in there coming. Not as much. I told y'all last year was better. My fig tree. Okay, their strawberry plants have strawberries everywhere. Yesterday I had to free a chipmunk from the netting. It was actually kind of scary. It got all caught up, wrapped up in the netting, so I covered its head. These are my Kajari melon. So with the Kajari melons, I'm growing them inside these little things. They don't have like their true leaves yet. Let me see if I can get this little thing off. Like kind of, sort of, a little bit there in the middle, maybe a true leaf coming up. But I don't know. So anyway, but they're not getting, alhamdulillah, not getting eaten yet. Which the last ones I planted like disappeared and got tore up. This one is like really, really tall. It's pretty tall, but it's still like maybe a true leaf coming out there. It's still just got its little baby leaf. Alright, these are my tomato cages. I finagled something to support them. Like the tomato cages you get in the store are not tall enough. Tomatoes can grow up to like 6 to 10 feet tall, so I just double them on top of each other like that. And then last year these things fell over. If they were just single ones, when the tomatoes got big and there was a big wind, they fell over. So this year I got them zip tied together. If that doesn't support them, then I'm also going to put some stakes in there as well. Alright, let's keep going. I got carrots out here. I'm going to come in and plant in those areas that nothing, carrots didn't take. And there's a second row here that also, there's some huge carrots down here. Like, not huge, but bigger than the rest. But then the whole row in between is like empty. Then we move over and we got my radishes. So the greens are looking joyful. But like down here is where we want to see kind of a bulb sort of thing, and it's not bulbing yet. So I don't know, I kind of might be too late. I knew I planted raspberries too late in the beginning. These are my zucchini. My plan is, I know I planted them close together, but my plan is I'm going to grow them up a trellis. So it's not tied yet, but eventually I'll get in here and clip off these lower branches. So it's just the thick stem, and I'll tie the stem to this. I have another thing over there that I can show you. Alright, let's see. Look at this. That's looking pretty good. Oops, let me show it to you. It just needs a couple of, maybe another little bit in the sun. But I have found that these little cloches are really helpful against the chipmunks and squirrels. Alright, this is cilantro. Oh, and I forgot to show my calendula. Look at it. It's there. It's coming along. Okay, let's come back in here. These are random zucchinis. And this is my thyme. I thought it was, but it's looking big and crazy. And then I have my sweet peppers in here. There's like all kinds of sweet peppers. There's like this gypsy sweet pepper, lunchbox orange. I have some candy cane green pepper, and then just some regular bell peppers in here. Here's my thyme. I see a daggone red bug. Hold on, it might get a little crazy here, y'all. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. I think it fell down in there. It lives to eat another day. Okay. And then these are my yellow squash and my cabbage. The cabbage is starting to head a little bit inside. You see that right there? It's pretty solid. So hopefully that gets bigger before it gets too much hotter. We've been really blessed with relatively cool weather lately. Last season was really hot. Here's my eggplant. It has like a little, I don't know if you can see it, a little blossom there. But something's also eating the leaves here. Like eggplant leaves are so soft, y'all. Okay. Then here's the 2 yellow squash I planted early. So see here, this is a female flower. It has a little thing at the bottom. And this is another female flower. It has this thing. And I'm actually going to try to show you here. Okay, so this is a female flower. It looks like that inside. And then this is a male flower. It looks like that inside. So I'm going to do is I'm going to pick off the male flower. Okay? Then, sorry, this is hard to do. It's one-handed. I should have brought my little tripod thing out here. Then what you do, you just bend the petals back like this, okay? The pollen is all in there. And then you take it and you kind of just help them out a little bit. And you just rub it in there. Okay? And then the male flower you can just cut and discard. Another way you can tell this is a female flower, sorry, I was fighting with these leaves, is down here at the bottom. You can see it has like the fruit there, whereas the male flower at the bottom of it is just a straight stem. So I just kind of helped hand pollinate that squash there, so hopefully that will do its thing. This is my lemon balm. The bugs love this too. One thing I've noticed is the bugs do love the herbs, so it's nice because I know where I'll find them. This is my dwarf tomato plant. It's getting bigger. It has kind of leathery looking leaves. I think I'm overwatering. These are my potatoes, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing to them, but I'm jacking them up. The leaves are all small and curled. When they're smaller, they're like nice and big and bushy. Like this one looks good, right? But then look at this one. So I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know if I'm overwatering or underwatering, or if it's some kind of insect issue or what. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, my strawberries in my planter here are flowering. And sweet little violas. Look at them, so cute. All right, mint and everything is super big and bushy. And my lettuce is coming along. I'm probably going to, we have some family coming, and I think I'm going to make a quiche. My friend gave me a recipe for a crustless quiche. So I think I'm going to put some spinach from our garden into that. And the lettuce over there, we're going to make a salad, and I'll probably put some lettuce from our garden in there too. So we'll see. And then the cilantro is going along. There's some blank spaces in here. I think I want to get some onion starts maybe, and throw some onions in here. Okay, and then I always go and on the it's getting lighter outside. You see the sun coming up now. It like happens in a moment, and I love being out here during that moment. Like the sun's coming up, the birds are waking up, everything's a little bit like damp and new and fresh and hopeful. I just love this time of day. It's not easy to wake up, but I love it. There's the corn and the beans. So look how tall that is getting, y'all. If I come down here, you can kind of get more perspective. This back row got kind of knocked over, so I replanted it. And that's what I'm learning, is the joy of seeds. If something happens to it, you can just replant it. Okay, I saw something on the underside of this leaf. What are you? Are you something? No, you're just a piece of grass. Okay, that's what I'm learning is kind of the most important thing. Gardening is just like observing, like looking and seeing what's happening, what's going on. All right, my peas are kind of doing the same thing as my potatoes. Like they're getting these leaves up here that are just kind of curling and shriveled up. So these are like what the regular leaves should look like, just kind of nice and big. And then I'm getting little like shrivelly leaves at the end. But I also see maybe some flowers coming. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with those. All right. There's my daughter's garden. And then let me just do a quick check of the watermelon. Okay. So out here we have, this is borage. It's supposed to smell cinnamony, but I don't smell it. These are watermelon plants here growing, and these are cosmos. And then the peach tree still has leaves on it. It don't look pretty, but it got leaves on it. And then I planted a clematis over there. I've wanted a clematis for so long, and it was not in my budget. It is in my budget. I can't find it. So finally I was just like, I'm gonna do it. Okay, that is the end of the early morning garden tour. I'm gonna go on inside now, finish getting my kids ready for school, and head on out. Hope y'all have a great day today. Happy gardening, y'all.